Here's Mark Jacobs.
Good morning. This morning we have invited Christopher Acker in. He is the program manager over at StartUp Hutch. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mark.
Graham out on vacation. Thought it was a good time to bring somebody else in. Tell us a little about yourself and what your position entails over there.
Yeah, so I'm the program manager over at StartUp Hutch. I've been there about 4 years now. Anniversary was July 1st, so just over 4 years over at StartUp Hutch. I came to Hutchinson during the pandemic, just fell in love with Hutchinson and wanted to make a difference here. So I found that job at StartUp Hutch, and I feel like it's been impactful. I run the kind of the behind the scenes of StartUp Hutch. I keep the wheels turning on all the machines. I run I cut the checks and do all that work. I run the loan programs there, and that's my work at StartUp Hutch.
So, what drew you specifically to StartUp Hutch? What drives you while you're there?
Well, I am a small business owner myself as well, and so that ability to help other small business owners has been just such a big part of why I came to StartUp Hutch in the first place, and the ability to impact Hutchinson. To me, Hutchinson is the perfect size community where it is large enough that it has what you need, it is small enough that you can get involved and make a difference, and I feel like I'm able to do that through StartUp Hutch.
All right, so let's take a look at the big event that's coming up, because this is the last time that this program is going to be offered by StartUp Hutch, and we're talking about EBB Jump.
Yes, that's Entrepreneur Business Basics Jump, and this year it is Jump plus AI. So they're actually adding an AI component to teach business owners how to utilize AI within their business. And we're really excited for this program coming this year. Kira Cherie Cobb has taught this program. This will be her fourth cohort in Hutchinson. It's a wonderful program about entrepreneur fundamentals, how to go from an idea to launching your business. So that takes you from market research, business planning. By the end of it, you'll have a fully developed business plan that you can take with you, take it to funders, take it to lenders, take it to potential investors, and you can start your business once you're done with this program is the goal. And it has several different components. It'll start out in person, where you get to meet the rest of your cohort, and then it goes to a hybrid model where it's all on Zoom with Kira. She's out of Kansas City. And then we do a few other in-person sections throughout the course, one of which will actually take them to the state fair because it runs during the state fair. It's a 12-week program starting in August. So that encompasses the state fair, and we didn't want to have people miss out on going to the fair because they were at our course. So we take them to the fair, and then we also have a pitch contest at the end of the fair, the end of the course, rather, that there's a chance to win $1,000 to go towards your business. And if you make it through all of that, the cost of the program initially is $100. But if you sit through that whole program, go through the pitch contest, get through the whole course, you get $50 back off that cost of the course. So you get that $50 rebate.
So this is one of those businesses. So if there's somebody out there listening who says, I have an idea, this is what I think I might want to try to do, this is the ideal place for them to start.
This would be fantastic for them to start. It'll take them through thinking about their product or their service. It'll get them thinking about their market, who their target audience is, market research, how to go about all the fundamentals around starting that business. So this would really be a great spot for someone who has an idea that they have not yet jumped into.
So at some point during this program, will the potential business owners or potential entrepreneurs be introduced to people who, much like themselves, have gone through these steps? Not necessarily gone through this program, but gone through these steps to start their small business? Absolutely.
So we'll have what we call a resource fair as part of this program, where they get to meet attorneys, they get to meet accountants, they get to meet bankers, they get to meet marketing agencies, they get to meet these people who want to see their business grow right here in their community, so that you can build those connections with people around them in the community.
And so this would be the ideal way for them to make those connections that they're going to need, and also an opportunity to connect with these individuals and pick their brain, so to speak.
Absolutely, yeah. That's exactly what the resource fair is designed for. So they get that time, that face time with these people that they'll need to help support their business.
So is there a particular day of the week or time that this
Yeah, these will be hosted on Monday evenings, and like I said, they'll be remote. So for the most part, we'll have a few in person throughout the week, like the resource fair, but most of the time they'll be remote. And then you'll have, just like if you're taking an online college course, you'll have you can do your homework throughout the week through the online course.
All right, sir. And let's get to the important thing. When's the registration deadline? You said the cost to register is $100, but when's the registration deadline, and when does this actually start?
Registration deadline is July 31st, and the first course takes place on August 24th.
All right, so that's the EBB Jump Plus AI, and the AI portion of it's very new.
Yes, this is the first time we're offering the AI portion, so we're very excited for that.
All right. One other thing I want to touch on before the break is the housing entrepreneurship program that is underway. Jim Groover has started or has signed on to help mediate that program. Tell us a little bit about the entrepreneurship program.
Yeah, we're very excited about this program. It's our way to help solve the housing crisis that's taking place across the state and across the nation. So how we're helping to solve that problem here in Hutchinson is through the housing entrepreneurship program. It helps build the skills needed to be a contractor here in Hutchinson, and we're bringing in Jim Groover, who's an expert in that field, to teach that course. We have quite a few people already interested in it. If you are interested in it, go to startuphutch.com/programs, and you can find it on there. From there, you can register your interest, and the course, we're planning to start that course October 7th.
This is not a program that's specifically for like general contractors and general contractors, but this program is set up for, say, if I'm a drywall person, I want to start a drywall business, or I have a drywall business and I want to get exposure. It's more towards those types of
correct
those subsets.
Yeah, it's to develop those subcontractors and that people within the building trades to develop and view themselves as a business, to develop those skills they need to run their own business, pick up, hang their own shingle and go from there.
So that way they can reach out to the general contractors and say, hey, this is my services. This is what I have to offer for you.
Yes.
So this, like we've talked about this in the past, this is one of those where it is helping solve that critical problem that seems to be plaguing not only Reno County, but other counties and across the state.
Exactly. We have a housing shortage here in Reno County. And so this, and like you said, across the state. So this is to help try and alleviate that by getting more builders in Hutchinson and Reno County to help build those homes that we need to serve our population, serve our workforce, and just help make Reno County and Hutchinson a vibrant and great place to live.
All right. We are talking with Christopher Acker this morning. He is the program manager over at StartUp Hutch. We'll be back with more from him right after this short break. And we're back on the BW Morning Show this morning. We are talking with Christopher Acker. He is the program manager over at StartUp Hutch. And I know Graham has touched on this a little bit in the past, but there are some small business, rural business resilience and expansion microgrants up for grabs.
Yes, we're very excited about this program. It's open now. Again, that's startuphutch.com/programs. You can find a link to it there. It's up to $2,500 to fill needs out in our rural communities, business needs out in our rural communities.
So we're talking about like communities like, say, Pretty Prairie, Turon, Arlington, those types of locations.
Absolutely.
And if I remember right, a lot of these programs, they're not just to help support the business, they're there to help the business maybe potentially provide a service or a new function for those communities.
Yes, they're really there to help the business support the community that they exist in. An example that I've used lately is, let's say there's a business in one of these communities that's in a food desert, and they really need access to vegetables, groceries, things of that nature, and they want to install a refrigerator in their business that they can then sell produce out of. That would be a prime example of something that we'd be looking for these grants.
So it's not necessarily a project where it's in street improvements or all that. It's that ability for a business, like you said, to provide fresh fruits, fresh dairy, those types of products can be in that program.
Yes, absolutely. A unique aspect of these grant programs is that it is available to for-profit businesses. A lot of the grants that we have available in our community are only available to nonprofits or city entities or things like that. This is available to a for-profit entity.
And then that's what sets us apart from all the others.
Yes.
Let's take another look, and we'll move along a little bit here. We'll talk about Entrepreneurship Connections. That's a series that happens once a month. This month, it's Tanya Witherspoon.
Yes. Before we jump into that, I did want to thank the Community Foundation for both that grant program and the Housing Entrepreneurship Program. Those are both made possible from grants from the Community Foundation. So I just want to get that shout out in there real quick. And then moving on to Entrepreneurship Connections, Tanya Witherspoon will be coming to join us at Sandhills Brewing on the fourth Tuesday of the month. And that's 5:30, fourth Tuesday of every month. This month, we're bringing in Tanya Witherspoon from Wichita. She's the founder and CEO of Mindscapes. She has a long resume of working in connecting technology and business together. So she's a powerhouse in connecting people in those industries.
So it could be one of those presentations where if you're a small business and you're looking into a way to either expand your presence online or expand your presence elsewhere.
Absolutely. And particularly if you're in the technology field, this would be a wonderful time for you to come in to Entrepreneurship Connections. Again, at Sandhills, 5:30. If you show up, we'll buy your first beer for you. So be sure to be there. And Tanya Witherspoon is such a wealth of knowledge. So this is not one you want to miss.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg of items and programs that you guys offer over there.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is our monthly program. We offer it every month, but we do a lot of other programming throughout the year. We've already touched on EBB, Jump plus AI, the Housing Entrepreneurship Program. We've done Who Owns the Ice House earlier this year, which is kind of the Entrepreneurship 101, how to build the entrepreneurship mindset. And we'll be offering that again early next year as well, is our plan for that. And then we also offer our loan programs. If you're in business, if you're looking for funding and you're involved with a bank, we offer some gap financing programs that we can offer you as well. So come and talk to us. If you're talking to a bank about funding, let them know that you're working with us. Come in and talk to us about it as well. We'll try and get you through that program as well.
Best way to get a hold of you guys over there?
The best way to get a hold of us is through our website. You can jump online, startuphutch.com. There's a link there to get on Graham's schedule. So you can jump in there and you can get right onto his schedule.
All righty, sir. I appreciate your time this morning. We have been talking to Christopher Acker. He is the program manager over at StartUp Hutch. Thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you so much.
This is KWBW, Hutchinson, Kansas. More news coming up right after this break.